Welcome back, Marvel Future Fighters. This is Trippy Cakes here, and I got a Far From Home update report card. And this is just going to be me going over the entirety of the patch. I'm not going to go too far into details. So if you do want to know more about a character or uniform, feel free to drop down in that comment section, ask for it, and I will provide. So that way I'm not just making a whole bunch of videos because it's getting a little hard to keep up with all the content plus playing and life. With that being said, we're going to jump into the legendary battle. So at this point, if you haven't bought it, these are some factors that you're going to want to consider. The best rewards are going to be from Tier 3 SpiderMan, which isn't hard to do. And then you get a CTP selector for having his type enhancement at 6. I ranked mine up to 6 a while ago, all first time goes. And I was like, I don't even know why I did that. SpiderMan's not that great right now. But in the end, it did pay off. But with that CTP selector that you're going to get, please keep in mind that you're only going to have a 6-day window to choose a CTP. Had I known that, I would have not completed the mission. I would have just sat there and waited for a new CTP to come out. So that way I wouldn't have to go trying to roll for it. Who knows when one's going to drop. I didn't need the CTP selector now. So I was like, you know what? Why not just grab a Rage? I'll throw it on Vulture and, see how that goes. Anyway, so the rewards overall, they're pretty easy to obtain. It's a decent legend. It's not like how that last one that we got was. That one was pretty bad. I'm still trying to work on the type enhancement for Thanos and give that extra CTP of Rage because, I like free stuff, but giant raid bosses or giant boss raid, however you want to say it, it's not working for me. But you can run through most of these pretty easily. They're not hard. They're okay. I still haven't seen the movie, so try to keep the spoilers to a minimum in the comment section, if not at all. But having Tier 3 Spider-Man is going to get you some CCF, I think about 50, so that is always good. 50 CCF is like a couple days worth of farming for some people, or like, one of my days at a minimum. It just kind of depends on who you are. So let's jump into the characters. So Molten Man, he's very slow. I don't have a problem with him. He's a free character. You can use selectors on him. He's not behind a paywall. So, any complaints that I have, those are kind of out the window because, he's not hard to get. You can honestly rank him up in about a week or two if you're using Shadowland selectors. Mysterio, his uniform, I'm going to be in the minority here. I'm just not that impressed with it. Yeah, he's better than he was before, but I just don't see me using him outside of Shadowland. Some people are like, oh, well, you can clear Ebony Maw with him at high stages. I'm like, I'm not going to put in all that work for Mysterio when I already have plenty of hitters for that. Not enough reason for me to, jump for joy for him. Up next is Hydra Man. Again, he's free, so I'm not going to sit here whine and complain about, how I feel about him. He's free. Work your way to him. If you have more important things, focus on those, and then you can go back to Hydra Man. He's not going anywhere. And like I said, no need to rush him at all. Let's talk about these uniforms for Spider-Man. Again, I'm in the minority. People hate these things. I like them. I really like these uniforms. Mine feels stronger than he did in his Infinity War uniform, especially because I noticed the micro nerfs to those. I love the skill animations. I love the synergy bonus. I'm not usually a big fan of that whole synergy thing, but it works really well because I use one suit for PvP, one for PvE, excuse me. And my favorite is the stealth suit. I don't know why. I love it. I think it's really awesome. And he's been holding up pretty dang good in Alliance Conquest. He seems like he's doing a lot more damage. So, like I said, I can't complain about the suits. I like them. That's just me. Now, 2099 on the other hand, his suit honestly for me stole the show for this patch. I wasn't expecting it to. It doesn't seem like it's a lot on paper, but dude, he is such a beast in this uniform. Like, I'm already going to take him up to 70. I don't even care. He's that awesome. He should have been on the cover of the Far From Home update, key art. That's just my opinion. Now, Doctor Strange, again, I'm going to do a tier 3 Doctor Strange review, so I'm going to keep this super brief about him. I personally am not that impressed with him. Yes, you could say, but Trippy Cakes, there are people clearing these high stages of coal and blah, blah, blah. But as of right now, all I'm saying is, like, so far, the only times where somebody has said or shown me anything impressive is with the CTP of Rage. So really, it's not even Doctor Strange. It's the CTP of Rage doing all the work. Sorry to burst your bubble, but 1200 CCF was pretty steep considering how unimpressive he was for me. I think that's the word that I want to look for. And last but not least is Electro. It's kind of sad that I legitimately almost forgot. I had to actually stop my recording and paste this in here. But he's a paywall. And I'm not impressed. I don't know what's going on this patch, but I'm really not. So I tried multiple things with Electro and I didn't understand. I'm like, what the heck? So I put a CTP of Rage on them. I decked them out with Uru since I had the ability to remove them. I tried CTP of Energy, all that good stuff. And so far, I just don't see where he fit in or where he fits in for my roster. I usually have a place for everyone, so I guess maybe I'm just going to try and throw him in some PvP, I guess. But man, like, he should have just been free. I feel like they were like, hey man, we need a premium in there. Or like, we're already focusing on the Sinister Sticks. Let's just go ahead and throw Electro in there and then, whatever about him. He's got a good design and everything, but geez, man, this guy's just I don't know what. Maybe it's me. It might just be me. I don't see anybody talking about Electro on like the forums. I haven't seen anything via the Facebook group. 54,000 people and nobody said anything about Electro. So that kind of says something. Whew, man, I don't know. It was a subpar patch, I guess, to me. And I mean, I I don't now. Maybe we're coming down from that tier 3 gene and in-game update that we had, because those were both pretty decent updates. Hopefully, it's not going to be a little bit of a patch drought, but I think there was more negatives than positives, and that's probably what's impacting my view of this patch overall. Anyway, please do like, subscribe, comment, and I'll check y'all later.